I actually came through all the ranks. So I came from 16 all the way up, 16s, 18s, 21s, and then the full team. So yeah, it helped in a sense because just understanding this international football is totally different to your league football. So you're playing against defenders who defend differently, etc. So I actually got an understanding all the way through that helped me when I went into the first team. I played under 4 England coaches for the first team: Kevin Keegan, Sven, Goran Eriksson, Steve McLaren, and then Fabio Capello. I would say Sven was the one that stood out for me in the sense that when we went to any game fully prepared, he'd get boards out and everything and be moving these players all around the place, so you understand when he's going over here, you need to be tucked in here. And we'd work on it constantly in training, so we fully understood where we needed to be on the pitch at every given time. We've got so many players that can make a difference. You've got Mason Mount, you've got Phil Foden, you've got Raheem. We don't know if he's going to play when now Foden's coming into the foray. You've got Harry Kane is your mainstay striker. If he gets injured or if anything happens to him, can Calvert-Lewin, can Ollie Watkins. He's picked a massive squad to choose from. Defensively, is Maguire back? Can Tyrone Mings force his way in? John Stones has had a phenomenal season after getting heavily criticised. Can he keep that going into the national team? So there's different things, and even when you look at Henderson, is he coming back? He hasn't played for a while now. He hasn't played for a few months. So is he coming back, and is he going to be ready to actually stake a claim for that midfield? Declan Rice has been injured, so we've had quite a few injuries, but the players that I've spoken about, they're all phenomenal players. Can we all gel though? That's the problem. Look, I think we always overhype it at times, but I think I do think they've got a phenomenal chance with the young players that we've had. I know it's been a tough season for them and a long season for them without a pre-season because of what happened. But I still think we've got a phenomenal chance to actually go as far as possible, and if not win it, like I said, with the players that we've got, the Mounts and the Fodens, who have had a phenomenal season at big clubs and won trophies, so they're on a high, and hopefully can go out on a high as well. I always think that all these games should be won, but again, Croatia's going to be a tough one. But I still think we've got more than enough to actually win that game, and I see this being a high-scoring game with the likes of Luka Modric still going at 35, Perisic, players like that. It's going to be difficult for England to keep them out, but I still see England scoring goals. So I see this as a high-scoring game. Old foes. Going to be an interesting game because that's going to be a battle of heart and who's willing to put their neck on the line, etc. Again, I still see us winning that game, but it all depends on who actually scores first, and that's going to be the interesting one. Who scores first and who really grabs the game by the scruff of the neck, because there's going to be some fierce tackles flying about in that game. I don't see this being a high-scoring game, but England will definitely need to be wary of Thomas Souček, who's had a phenomenal season at West Ham, popping up with some vital goals. Box-to-box midfielder, loves to get on the end of crosses, so they'll have to look out for him. Arguably being in the team of the season for the Premier League, so that's some feat from a West Ham player as well, considering they've had a phenomenal season themselves. So they'll have to look at someone like that to really be careful on the late runs into the box, where he's really surging in there and getting his head on the balls, and that'll be a key person to keep an eye on.